Coming into this video, you may have many questions. Tharries, why do you look like a lobster? And perhaps most pressingly, why am I seeing you on my timeline with members of the Doctor Who cast? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is because today I made the journey down to the set and I met so many people. Hey everyone, how you doing? And today we're going to be doing a bit of a news slash vlog thing, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. It's basically going to be me talking about my experience on the set, some of the exclusive things that I learned whilst I was on there, as well as my pictures with the various cast members. I might miss some things, some details of this. Apologies if I do. Obviously, I've just come back and I'm still buzzing after it. But let's just get right into it. Feel free to subscribe if you're new. That would also be appreciated. 1 like equals 1 piece of sun cream to get rid of this. I've actually put some after sun on, so you'll be pleased to know it should go away eventually. But let's get right into it. So I arrived at Cardiff City Centre, which is where it was filming, City Hall, at around 11 AM. And admittedly, it was pretty overcast, so I wasn't expecting it to be sunny, evidently. And I met up with Doctor Who filming locations, as you can see from this wonderful picture. Doctor Who filming locations also gifted Ncuti and Millie a Lego version of themselves shortly before I arrived, which I just think is really, really cute. But anyway, the first thing I saw actually wasn't anything huge. It was, well, we don't really know. A person was escorted out of a car with the umbrella hiding them, which indicates an unannounced guest star was being brought into set. You can see a picture of that here, once again, from Doctor Who filming locations. Shout-outs to him, as well as everyone I met that day. You've all been fantastic, and I love you all so much. If any of you are in the comments, feel free to say hi. So yeah, that was the first thing I saw. Following that, I had a brief interaction with Jamie Donahue, the director. He was also really nice. We had a bit of back and forth banter about the football because he's a Leeds fan, I'm a Cardiff City fan. We were kind of talking about how, you know, we were constantly getting relegated and promoted, etc. It was all fun and games. And he also petted someone's dog. They were all obsessed with the dog, by the way. Later on, when you see the pictures of me with Ncuti and Millie and Bonnie, just know that they were all in love with that dog. So yeah, shout outs to the dog as well. Following that, they went for lunch. And we thought, screw it, you know, they're not coming out yet. They're still filming. They're going to be here all day. We'll go get some lunch. So I went to go get some McDonald's over in Cardiff City Centre. And when I got back, I kid you not, Bonnie Langford had just arrived. And she was taking pictures with everyone. And I got my picture with her. She was really nice. We had a bit of small talk. She was really, really lovely. She even said, like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'll get told off for doing it with all you in a minute, but it doesn't matter. She was absolutely lovely. She was wonderful. Really, really nice. Really, really bubbly, upbeat, energetic. And we weren't waiting long before we saw more people. Next up was Ncuti himself, the Doctor. I gotta say, it was incredible meeting him in person. Such a fun spirit and so energetic and full of life and kind. Genuinely has made me all the more excited to see him in action. And yeah, I really do like the picture that I've got with him, even though I resemble a baby Bell. And same goes for Millie Gibson. She actually commented, oh, someone's called the sun, and to which I responded, yeah, I kind of have the complexion of a prawn right now, and she laughed. It was really, really cool meeting all of them. They were all absolutely fantastic. Really, really good with fans. Like, they literally sat and got pictures with everyone, and there was like 20 people there. And yeah, they could not have been nicer about it. Same goes with the crew as well. The crew were regularly interacting with us. In fact, I think when I went for lunch, they got some lunch for some of the ones who'd stayed behind, which I just thought was really nice. Shout outs to the crew. I think that's important to say because, you know, they didn't have to be as nice as they were. You know, obviously it is still a place of work and we were trying to be respectful. You know, we weren't getting up in their faces or anything. We were at a distance on a road. But yeah, I was just spellbound by the whole experience. It was just wonderful meeting them all. As for this mystery guest star, there's been some speculation as to who this is. Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, my heart says possibly Freema Agyeman because she's been speculated for a while. And from what we saw when we were sort of looking at the filming, it seemed to be a shorter woman. So that would make sense to be Freema. And she was very coy when asked about the 60th in Comic-Con panels. So could well be her, but honestly, it could be anyone. That's just my educated guess. So I know a lot of people were saying, oh my god, it's Freema. We don't know that for definite. However, it is definitely a possibility that's worth considering. Also, with regards to yesterday, because there was stuff going on yesterday as well, it was confirmed to, I believe, Doctor Who filming locations via, I believe, the director, that it is in fact a 2-part finale. So episodes 7 and 8 are a 2-part finale for Doctor Who Series 14, which, yeah, makes total sense. Finales do tend to be 2-parters, at least within the Russell era. You think Babel Parting of the Ways was a 2-parter, Army of the Ghost Doomsday was a 2-parter, the Time Lord trilogy, the Master trilogy, was a 3-parter, obviously, and then you had the Stolen Earth Journey's End, unless you also count Turn Left. So typically there tends to be two-parters for finales for the Russell era, End of Time parts 1 and 2 as well. So that makes a ton of sense. Also, interestingly, someone who, I'm not sure who they were, but they were on work experience in the City Hall, unrelated to Doctor Who, and they got to see a snippet of Doctor Who filming. And the quote that we heard from them is on screen now. Basically, what they said was there was a scene of Ncuti, Millie, and Bonnie Langford sort of not tiptoeing, but kind of like walking with caution down a corridor, and then Ncuti sonics a door. So it's important to note that their costumes here, as you may have seen reported in other places, are like army cargo sort of trousers, which indicates to me possibly that this could be related to the Roswell incident. As you may remember, way back in Doctor Who magazine, Russell T Davies indicated that they were planning to do an episode on the Roswell incident, and this would certainly correlate with that. He also did say that, yeah, the sonic was used, so he did see a sonic screwdriver, however, he couldn't really make it out, so we don't really know what that looks like, unfortunately. And as I said, we weren't allowed inside. The only people who were allowed inside were people who were there for some other reason, like there was also a wedding going on, there was a lot going on. But yeah, ultimately, I had an absolutely wonderful time. I am still beaming over it. I just want to say, once again, thank you to the crew, thank you to everyone who was waiting, because you were all lovely, and it wouldn't have made the experience of sticking and watching as fun without you guys there. And thanks to the cast for being, nice and coming up to everyone and saying hello, and stuff. That was really nice. And yeah, everyone it was really good vibes. And it's only made me more excited for their run. I think Millie was fantastic. She was fantastic. And seeing Bonnie as well among them was also great. And I can't wait. It feels kind of surreal to have said I've met the current Doctor. That feels weird. That's never happened to me before. I've never met a Doctor as they are still being the Doctor on screen. So that's kind of mad. I also just want to say there was one security guard who came up to us and said, "Oh, you won't see the Doctor now. He's gone back to 1969." Which could have just been an offhanded joke. There's every possibility that that is the case. However, that is also roughly the time the Roswell stuff occurred. I think it was the late 1960s. So maybe he was saying something that we weren't supposed to hear. I don't know. I'm putting that out there just in case it's relevant. It might not be. I just thought it was funny. I also want to say shout out to everyone who came up to me and said hello at the set. You were all fantastic. I had a couple of pictures with people. Genuinely, it's so bad when that happens, and especially with this, because I was getting pictures with people, and then people wanted pictures with me. That was weird. But yeah, thank you to all of you. You were absolutely fantastic, and like I said, I loved just the whole vibe of the experience was lovely. But let me know in the comments below what you think about any of this in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.